Welcome to First Take, everyone. I know you're excited. Skip Bayless, courage of your convictions. You knew what was right. You knew that the Dallas Cowboys would win.
Well, I did, but somebody else did not.
They did not. Who might that be? Wait, Stephen A. Smith is in New York, of course. You know what? He's running from you. Stephen A., how are you? Hey. Yeah, hey.
Okay. Let me say, to start the show, I'm going to give you one small break today because you were already scheduled to be in New York today. So you don't have to wear this jersey just yet. Tomorrow, you will be right here in Bristol, unless you run from me like Floyd's running from Manny. But I don't think you will. I think you'll be here tomorrow. On your birthday, you have to wear this jersey, Tony Romo's jersey, the whole show, 10 to 12 Eastern. You, Stephen A. Smith, in Cowboys metallic blue number 9, Tony Romo, who made the play of the NFL year yesterday to win the game in Seattle. How you like them apples?
Yeah. Okay. All
right, man.
Tomorrow, here.
I'll be there.
High,
I'll be there.
10 o'clock noon.
Happy early birthday. So, Stephen A., the last thing you tweeted before Tony Romo actually won the game for the Cowboys was damn. Why was that? Give us your take on what happened.
You know, the interesting part is that the Dallas Cowboys clearly were the better team yesterday. They looked better. They looked tougher. They clearly looked bigger and stronger. They out-muscled the Seattle Seahawks, and it was quite shocking division, to be quite honest with you. Skip Bayless had been raving about the Dallas Cowboys offensive line since the preseason, since training camp, to be quite honest with you. And knowing that they had an improved offensive line, you knew that their offense was going to be a juggernaut. The thing is that you said, what is their defense going to be able to do? And then even over the course of the 4-game winning streak after they lost the season opener to the San Francisco 49ers, you just looked at the Dallas Cowboys and you said, oh, please, it's still a fluke, because despite winning those 4 straight games, you saw that their offensive line was they were every bit as legit as advertised. And then on top of it all, you saw DeMarco Murray running the football effectively. And then as a result of that, you found yourself saying, it's fool's gold, because this defense still hasn't been exposed yet, simply because they've been running the football, moving the chains. They were the second leading team in terms of rushing attempts. Number 1, in terms of rushing attempts in the NFL. Number 2, in terms of overall rushing yards, led by DeMarco Murray. And you just said to yourself, they're keeping the defense off the field, so we really don't know yet. Yet yesterday, despite the fact that they were moving the ball effectively, and again, 162 yards rushing and what have you, when their defense was on the field, they had Russell Wilson rattled. They were attacking the football. They were attacking the Seattle Seahawks. They maintained discipline in terms of their zone coverage. When they went man-to-man, they went in their face. They were physical. I looked at the Dallas Cowboys. I didn't even recognize them. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. They clearly looked like the better team. They played like the better team. And as a result, I sit here today with very little to say other than to acknowledge that I was wrong, that the Dallas Cowboys, as far as I'm concerned, based on what I saw yesterday, they're a legit contender in the NFC. There is no question about it. One could argue that right now they're the best team in the NFC. I almost faint when I think about saying that out of my mouth, but it is the truth. I'm not a liar. I'm not somebody that ducks from the mea culpas that I have to spew from time to time. It is rare, but this is one of those moments. The next 2 days are going to be a nightmare for me. I do not want to be here today. I certainly don't want to look at him, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
The Dallas Cowboys, they've proven me wrong. And
So, even
not
though
gonna say.
you do not sit here wearing a Tony Romo jersey just yet, and I do sit here supporting my Dallas Cowboys with Dallas colors on today, One question to you, sir, for the record, for posterity. Do you now believe in my Cowboys?
I believe in them, but that's a loaded question. You need to get more specific. Because I still picked the Philadelphia Eagles to win the NFC East.
You did.
And I am not backing off from that.
Okay, so you're sticking with that.
I'm sticking with that.
Okay. You know how much I do love you, and I do still love you. I don't always like you, but I do love you. And the days I don't like you are the many, 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 many days I've had to sit in this seat on Mondays after Cowboy debacles and sit and hear you say, with your stage-exaggerated laughter, my Cowboys are an accident waiting to happen, that my Cowboys are a walking piece of mediocrity. I've had relentless ridicule from you for year after year after Monday after NFL Monday. Am I going to hear that anymore this season, Mr. Smith?
Uh-oh.
That remains to be seen.
Oh, so you're hanging on to that one, huh?
That remains to be seen. I mean, the season is still long. There's still about 11 games, 10 games to go.
Okay, but you did call my Cowboys an NFC contender, not NFC East contender, an NFC contender. Thank you very much. Now, back to business. You laughed and laughed about my Cowboys' chances of winning in Seattle yesterday. And did they ever prove you wrong? Because your prediction was an accident waiting to happen, as they have been. Dallas against New Orleans this year, and Dallas will continue to make you laugh at them before games and me laugh last, game after game from here on. I told you before the year started they are going to win the NFC East. And what happened yesterday was they went to Seattle and they bullied the bully. They didn't just beat Seattle. They beat Seattle at its own home game. They beat up Seattle.